Hi everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great, fantastic festive season. This is my first working day of 2024. I'm right back in writing a new piece which is about to tour the UK in spring. This is going to be my second ballet, and it's for a company called Ballet Black that I've been wanting to work with for a long time. When I last wrote a ballet back in 2019, this company were sharing the bill with Birmingham Royal Ballet, who commissioned my ballet. So I've known what this company are all about for a long time, and I really wanted to write something for them. We first spoke about working together back in 2019, and I'm really glad that finally it's come to fruition and we're able to do this really exciting project. What's amazingly exciting and kind of terrifying also about this project is that as I speak, it's the 2nd of January, 11 o'clock in the morning, the dancers and the choreographer, Sophie, are working on the piece right now. They are literally spending this week in London creating the work, and I'm going to be sending music as I write it. So I'll be getting immediate feedback from the kind of creative team and the performers, probably within a few hours, as to how they think my music is, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm really excited about that collaboration that we're going to have over the next sort of week or so. It's a very different project to the ballet that I wrote back in 2019, which was a big symphonic work for full orchestra, 30 minutes, and I was the only composer. In this project, Sophie is using music which has already been created. She's using some Beethoven and some other pieces and stuff, and I'm going to write a couple of kind of 2-3 minute original pieces which fit the brief, which I'll talk about in a minute, and some short kind of filler pieces which are going to kind of link the already original pieces together. So unlike the last project where I had 30 minutes to kind of speak, here I have to be a lot more controlled and a lot more direct and really fit a brief which Sophie sets, which is as a composer actually kind of easier to be told what to do and what to create and how to get on with it. Okay, so before I actually fire into writing something, I'm going to show you what Sophie has sent. So what's really great is that you get all these kind of visual ideas of what the set is going to look like and what the costume is going to look like, which for me as a composer is extremely interesting to be able to see and get an idea of the kind of the visual of the piece, and that's really important. And then also we've got these treatment documents. Now there's been a few versions of these. Everything in red is basically what I have to have some sort of input in. So we've got a new music thing here, which is going to actually replace some Beethoven. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. A new music about grief, which I actually sketched before Christmas and needs to kind of tidy up, but that's the first thing that I sketched. We've got then now this kind of section 10, 11, 12, which is all going to be new music connected as one section: anxiety attack, a calm rescuing duet, and a build up into group section. Sophie has asked me to deal with this new music first. So she's already heard the grief section, which I might play you a little bit to you. But she wants to hear what comes directly before that, so that she can cast it as soon as possible. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. And what's great is we've got a kind of a description of what it should be. In a document before this, there was slightly different description, but I think it's changed a bit. So it's a duet where one who is highlighted, lifted, put forward is the one wearing the crown. At the end, the one who has been the pillar supported by one in the crown collapse and die. So they're all kind of building up on top of each other. I think that's what's going to be happening here. So let's just get fired in with this duet. I'm just going to do as I always do and set up just a basic piano, just so I can get some ideas down. So I could just quite like the Labs piano just because it's easy to load in. Where is it? What I'm going to do with this video is just kind of essentially just leave it running. I might chop a few bits out, but you should hopefully get an idea of kind of my process from the start. Okay, so in all that time, I haven't come up with a single good idea. I don't know how long that's been running for, 20 minutes or something, but this is kind of sounding all right to me. Okay, so I've now been sat here for, let me see, just shy of 2 hours non-stop kind of writing. You might have noticed that in the first part, I just really struggled to get some ideas together. It's hard when you're writing for a brief like this, and there's no kind of guide tracks. You know, I do a lot of sync library stuff where you're given specific tracks to try and sort of emulate and copy. But in this one, this is very much up to me. So the overall mood of the plot is that someone dies at the end, so that's what this big build up is for. I'm just going to play you the track. It only lasts two and a half minutes, and then I'll talk you through what I've kind of done over the last couple of hours, and then we'll kind of go from there. I think I might keep this guide piano sound, or certainly the guide piano. Maybe change it to a slightly different VST, but I quite like it as it is. I'll re-record it in to give it a bit more of a live sound. And then this synth here, this will definitely be increased and changed. This is just a placeholder, this is just a guide. Using a bit of Shaperbox. Just give it a bit of movement. So that track only lasts just a little over 2 minutes, and that's kind of the challenge and the sort of beauty behind the project, is that I have to be extremely simple and clear about what my material is. So essentially, the material is this piano motif which keeps returning, and then this set of chords which holds the whole thing together. There's a slight kind of 12-bar middle section where it moves to a slightly different chord and then returns to the opening chord. So it's very clear what this music is sort of doing from the offset. I don't really have time to have a massive introduction or exposure of kind of ideas. I think maybe the cello comes in a little late. That said, I think I could kind of compress this introduction into half the time, and then the cello to kind of come in a little bit longer. Maybe the cello needs to say a little bit more, and then maybe this kind of middle section needs to go on slightly longer, but all within the kind of confines of a 2-minute track. This is the most rough kind of sketch possible, totally unmixed. And what I'm going to do now is send this off to Sophie, the choreographer, and maybe this afternoon she might try it out with a couple of dancers. She really needs it as soon as possible so that she can cast it, work out which dancers are going to be performing it. So she might come back and say that she dislikes it, or it's totally the wrong atmosphere, or it's the wrong kind of vibe that she's looking for. Who knows? So this has probably turned into a very long video, but I almost just want to document it for myself, just to kind of put my process up there. If any of you have any questions, of course, please do let me know, and feel free to give the channel a subscribe as well. We're pushing sort of 500 subscribers, and I spent a whole year never asking anyone to subscribe. So please do, if you're interested in any of my process or what I'm doing here, or if you're just interested in writing music for anything, not necessarily a ballet, that would be great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you all next time.